Hello everyone! The 75th episode got finally released a few days ago, and I think it won't be a surprise to anyone that it was simply epic. And we've been confirmed that the Alliance and Skibidi toilets would get united against a common astro threat for real. And we also saw some pretty weird and mind-boggling Easter eggs in this episode, so I have just tons of information to think about what is most likely to happen in the next episode. So today I'm going to discuss what we can expect from episode 76 and give you my best personal takes on that. And just as always, I also paid attention to my subscribers' theories as well. And I'm going to mention the most interesting of them in the end of this video, so be sure to watch it to the end, not to miss the most entertaining part. Now get your tea and snacks ready, and let's go. But before I'll jump straight into the predictions part, I'd like to mention something that interested me a lot about episode 75 release. Because I was not actually expecting it to get released so soon as it happened. And what surprised me even more is that Boom haven't posted any final leaks in his Skibidi shopfront page, as he always does. All the leaks that we've got before were posted in his Instagram page, and he didn't drop them one by one, but instead he posted the whole 5 leaks and then launched an episode at us not short after. And I told earlier that Boom starts choosing more chaotic strategy right now, and it seems to me at the moment that Boom will start acting even more unpredicting, and he'll be more difficult to catch on in terms of release dates if he wouldn't tell about them himself, of course. I just wanted to mention this fact so that you guys wouldn't be so surprised why my analysis came out to be a little bit late, as Boom really caught me off guard that time. And I also didn't want to give you a short or undercooked analysis, so I had to take my time. Okay, so now in case I unveiled this mystery, let's get to the predictions about episode 76. And continuing the discussion about how unpredicting Boom is starting to act, I want to say that it's possible that we can get some pretty unexpected drop next. Maybe it's going to be another season compilation with several secret scenes. Or maybe we will get one after episode 76 release when the union between the Alliance and Skibidi toilets will be finally complete on all levels. And man, I have so many hopes for episode 76 actually. And considering that episode 75 was more of a confirmation of our wildest theories, I think that the next episode will have much more content, and it will answer even more of our questions, and that's why it's going to be much longer and crazier. And I find it to be even possible that it's going to consist of more than just one part, because usually Boom takes some one-parted episode as a rest before longer ones, so maybe episode 76 will be an example of it. Okay, so in episode 75, we saw the very first union between survived cameramen and Skibidi toilets with the Skibidi girl mutant. And I told about it in my analysis of the episode how strangely humane and self-conscious these Skibidi looked like. Because if we'll remember all the other regular Skibidi toilets, and especially Skibidi mutants, then it would become obvious to us that they seemed literally brain-rotten. Just like the infected people that were found by Elite TV Man in episode 74, who later ordered to destroy them with fire. So it doesn't really seem to me that Skibidi just pretended to be brain-rotten in front of the Alliance while they were enemies and fought each other. So what if this exact group of Skibidi led by Girl Mutant was really special? And they somehow managed to stay in clear mind even after they got turned into Skibidi toilets. And in that case, I'm really interested whether we'll get to know more about these badass guys, and especially about Girl Mutant's story in the future episodes. And it's possible that one part of episode 76 may be dedicated to these unique Skibidi that already became friends with survived cameramen, and other parts of the episode will be focused on bigger guys. So I would really love to see an episode is the continuation of G-Man's arc, and how it's going to get resolved between TV Man Scientist and, of course, Titan TV Man. I believe that episode 76 will be a pivotal moment for them, because Astro toilets don't really wait around. You know, so the more TV Man Scientist waits, the more agents of the Alliance as well as Skibidi toilets will get destroyed by those flying freaks. So I think that we'll finally see the introduction of G-Man as the secret weapon against Astro toilets. And what kind of outcome will be out of it? Because I am still pretty sure that Titan TV Man won't have much of a desire to unite with G-Man, even if he'll find the idea of uniting with Skibidi toilets reasonable enough. It is no secret that G-Man had done lots of bad things towards the agents of the Alliance, and it's also possible that he may be to blame for the whole Skibidi virus thing that spread all over the Earth in the first place. And don't also forget that it is because of him and Skibidi Scientist that Titan Speaker Man got infected. And Titan TV Man tried to remove the Skibidi parasite out of him for a really long time. And if you'll remember in what cruel way all 3 Titans dealt with the original Skibidi Scientist when he finally got into their hands, then I'll tell you that Titan TV Man most likely wants to repeat this process with G-Man as well, and destroy him in the most brutal way possible to avenge all the fallen comrades of the Alliance that were destroyed at Jimmy's fault. But of course, he won't be able to do that because G-Man is the main hope of the Alliance right now, and TV Man Scientist in specific. So I think that we may have a chance to see an actual confrontation between Furious Titan TV Man and the rest of the Alliance. And it's possible that everything will go quite well and reasonable and no fight will occur in the process, and we'll just see the union between the Alliance and Skibidi toilets. But there is also an even crazier possibility that Titan TV Man will refuse to take G-Man as a temporary comrade, and there'll be a huge ruckus within the Alliance. And it's even possible that we'll see some sort of friendly fire in there. Although those are just my brave speculations, and we've got to wait a little bit more in order to see what's actually going to happen to Titan TV Man and his never-ending hatred towards G-Man. And what also bothers my subscribers a lot, which is also still pretty difficult to prove, is the idea that Titan Cameraman can still survive and come back later in the series. And I've already talked about it a lot, and my opinion on that didn't really change. I do support the idea that Titan Cameraman may actually be alive because we weren't really shown his lifeless body. And if something remains ambiguous and not that clear, then there is a very high possibility that Boom can actually return this character back. The very same thing already happened to Mecha Cameraman Scientist and Simp Cameraman, so we must never lose hope. But I don't really support some craziest theories that some of my subscribers and even my fellow Skibidi creators have, about how Titan Cameraman can switch to ISOTOILET's side or get modified by them as the contra weapon against the Alliance. It would be a crazy plot twist, that's for sure. But I still have hope for a much better outcome for our Blue Chad. And now, let's move on to some interesting thoughts from my subscribers. And by the way, let me also remind you to subscribe to my channel and visit my Discord channel, where you can share your cool theories with me directly. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's continue. So, I found a few really interesting comments under my last video where you guys shared a very cool point regarding this freaking chair that just can't let us all go, huh? So this comment points out how the chair may be connected to Male 07 character from Multiverse of Beatbox. And this was actually my initial thought as well. But unfortunately, another Skibidi creator named Steak already asked Boom about Male 07 return in his jokey interview, and Boom heavily implied that Male 07 is not going to be featured in Skibidi Toilet series as a character. But there were other speculations regarding this chair too. So in this comment, my subscriber stated that this chair actually appeared in episode 75 multiple times, and combined with the fact that Boom also spoiled it in his final leaks before the episode's release, it's getting really sus. And the third comment that I found about the chair actually interested me a lot, as another subscriber of mine suggested that this was a computer chair, and this whole fuzz about it may be a foreshadowing of the emergence of a new race. But not a chairman, which sounded pretty weird in the first place, but our old buddies, Computermen. And you know what, guys? I think that I actually got enough material to make a separate video about Computermen, and why everybody and their grandma are starting to talk about them again, although we kind of forgot about them after episode 44. So in this video, I'll tell you everything that I know about Computermen so far, and analyze all the hidden references to them that Boom left for us in all of his latest episodes. And if you want me to make this video, then be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel not to miss it. But I must also mention that I don't really think that we'll see any crucial changes in the Alliance's lineup just one episode after. So instead, I think that this whole new race thing will require more time from Boom to implement it to the series. But still, it can actually happen. And it actually made me pretty excited because I was waiting for some new reinforcements for the Alliance for a really long period of time. And that was all for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, then hit the like button below, and also be sure to write a comment under this video so I will pin the most interesting one. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and Discord channels not to miss my new interesting videos. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!